Hi everybody! Happy Wednesday! I just realized I forgot to grip my tablet. Hold on a second. I plugged it in before I left for work this morning because it was dead. So, hi. I've got people joining me. I am a few minutes late. I just got home at 6. I started a project this week with a company and it's an hour drive. So I got done at 5 and I just got home. So, whew, it's a little crazy. But I got everything prepped on the weekend, so hopefully everything will go well tonight. How is everybody doing? Hi, Janet. Chriselle's here. Michelle made it. I know I was getting ready and I kept getting these messages. Are you live? Are you live? I'm a few minutes late. Rosie had to be fed and I had to grab my water. So, oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm doing this project. It's temporary, so it's not forever. But the company is like Fond du Lac, but further. So I'm not a fan of it, but I'm actually enjoying it. It's numbers and spreadsheets, and that's kind of my groove. That's my sweet spot. So I'm enjoying it so far, but I don't like the drive, and so hopefully it won't last too long. I'm actually working really hard and hoping to wrap the project up sooner than they project so that I don't have to drive anymore. So thank you guys for watching out for me and making sure that I'm live. And I'm sorry for being late, but I really appreciate you guys keeping on top of things like that. So it means a lot to me. So yeah, other than starting work, it's been a crazy week. I'm actually coaching a few people with my financial coaching that I started. So Tuesdays and Thursdays I have coaching, and then Wednesdays I have this. So no rest for the wicked. And when I'm done tonight, then I have to eat dinner, and I have all this new employee paperwork that I have to fill out for my contract position. So yeah. So, but I have a beautiful card for you guys. Hi Karen, I'm glad you can join me. So I found this fun fold over the weekend, and I know I just did a fun fold. I've actually done a couple of them lately, but this one was like right up my alley because it's pretty simple, and that's what I'm looking for. But it is, wow, like it is really pretty, and I can't wait to show you guys. So trying to think if there's anything else quick I need to let you know. Oh, a couple of you have sent me messages because you want to place orders, and I think I responded to everybody. I'm going to try to get to that tonight, but if I can't, for sure tomorrow. I'll even try to get up a little bit extra early tomorrow morning and get those done. I tried to do it this morning before I left for work, but my laptop shut down like unexpectedly, and I'm like, I do not even want to deal with this right now. So I will try to get to those. If not tonight, then for sure tomorrow. So just know that I did get your messages. I know it's really hard to keep on top of all this stuff now that I have to work, right? So, okay. So thank you guys so much, and I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to make a really pretty card. Okay, so hang on. Oh, come on. There we go. Look at that beautiful paper down there. I love it. Love it, love it. Just adjusting my stand a little bit so that I can get some light. Let's see. I didn't change my paper from last week, but that's okay. I think we'll be all right. So we're going to use this beautiful fern paper. I think I've showed you guys this before, but look at that. It is so pretty. So we're going to use some of this on our card. And this one, I love this one. This is the new in color. It's called Just Jade. And then these ferns are in the mint macaron. So, oh, I love that combo. So pretty. Look at all these beautiful, and I love greens. Greens are my favorite color. So to have this paper with all these beautiful greens, oh, I just love it. I'm almost out because I've used it so much. So, okay, and ready? Are you ready? Ta-da! This is the beautiful card that we're gonna make tonight. Look at that. Look at that. It's so pretty. Okay. It is called, I've got the dimensions right here for you guys because I know everybody messaged me and they wanted the directions. So this is called a triple fold out card. So that's what we're going to make tonight. I hope you like it. So I am starting with, the base is Garden Green. I'm trying to get all my pieces out of the packet here. Yeah, I'm going to grab my adhesive right away too because I'll need that. So, okay, so the base is Garden Green and it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's your standard card base, but it's not folded. It's just a single sheet. And then I cut a piece of my designer series paper. I think it's 1/8 of an inch smaller. So it's just going to be the layer on there like that. And I'm going to glue that right down because I don't need anything else for this part. I have the shakes really bad, you guys, so please forgive me. It's, I think, a combination of not drinking enough water and not eating a whole lot today. So I had my veggies for lunch and I had a piece of string cheese, but for some reason I feel like I haven't eaten all day, and I think it's just like all of the changes in my life all at once. It feels kind of drastic sometimes, you know. Okay, so now this is going to be our folded piece, and this is also Garden Green, and it's cut 4 1/4 by 11. So it's a half a sheet of cardstock cut the long way, okay? And then it's scored at 1 1/2, 3 inches, 5 1/2 inches, and 8 inches. So we're just going to kind of accordion this up, if you know what I mean. And I want to make sure all my score lines are, you know, nice and crisp. So using my bone folder. There. And then this one is going to go this way. I'll give that one good fold on the back. And so that's going to be our fold out piece. Okay. Next, this is kind of the fun part. This is where you get to customize it. And fun. So I've got this little piece that I cut. And again, it's going to be 1/8 of an inch smaller, so it fits right on the front there. So I believe it would be like 1¼ by 4. I didn't write that down, but I think that as long as you guys have the dimensions for this, you can kind of figure out what you want your paper to be. Does that kind of make sense? Janet says, love, love that paper. Yes, I love the paper too. Like I said, I've used it up. Yes, I did, because I use it all the time. So then I got to look at my sample here. Yes. So this one, I embossed with the Fern embossing folder. I'm going to get that out quick so I can show you guys, because I forget the name of it. It's called the Greenery Embossing Folders, and you get a 2-pack. And so I used this one here with the ferns on it. And these are just real small folders. So these will fit real nice in the small Stampin' Emboss, the new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine when it comes out. So yeah, that's really nice. You get a 2-pack and it's only $8. So it's a really good deal. So that's what I did with this piece of paper. And so I'm going to glue this down on there. Like that. And then the next one, I've got some more of that beautiful paper here. And it seems like it doesn't matter which side you use. Like you could use any side because they all go together, right? I love that about it too. It's just so versatile, I guess is the word to use. So I was having so much fun making this card, and I wanted to make a bunch of them in different color combinations, but I just didn't have that kind of time. It was a 3-day weekend, but I was super busy. And, you know, I knew I was going to be starting this new job, and that was going to be taking a lot of time away from me. So I just had to make sure that the things that absolutely had to be done got done. And so for those of you that are going to want these dimensions, you maybe can't see them real well right now. After we're done here, I'm going to take a picture and post them so that they'll be there for you to find on my page. So I think I did that last time and it worked really well. So I'll do that again. And then you guys can have them when you need them. So I'm going to glue this down here. So now all my paper is glued down. And now we're going to get to the stamping part. I've got this piece of Whisper White here, and this is going to go on the inside, like that. So that'll be kind of folded in, and then you'll have to open it to see it. But what I'm going to do is I've got my garden green. I'm going to make sure I'm using the right colors. Yep. And I got a couple of ink pads here, a couple stamps. So I'm going to stamp these beautiful leaves. These are our, they're called our distinctive stamps, and they have a lot of detail on them. So that's why they look so pretty. I'm going to hold this up because it is so detailed. It's amazing how they can get that rubber to do that. But, so that's what these are, and I'm going to stamp To a Friend That Makes Me Smile. And I'm going to do this off camera because I don't want it to be crooked. There. So I just stamped that. And then I've got Old Olive, and I'm going to stamp this, I don't know. These are just really cool looking leaves, whatever they are. I'm not a botanist. But I'm stamping that in Old Olive just to give it a little contrast. And then I'm going to go back in and put some spots in there. And I love this ink pad, or this stamp too. It's just dots. But it really adds some things in there. So, you guys know what I mean. Hi, Wanda. Wanda says, I guess I'm late. Sorry. No need to be sorry because I was late too. And I was going to message you and tell you that I was going to be live tonight, but I got home at 6. So I was running around and some of the other girls were messaging me telling me I was late. So no worries. It happens to the best of us, right? So I'm going to glue this in here. And we should be ready to work on the front. So I think I cut that a little bit crooked, but it'll do. So there, that is our layer. And that is going to be glued right to our card front. So I'm just going to put some glue on the back of that, and you want to make sure it's not crooked. I'm just going to center that right there in the middle. There. Okay, so now we're going to do our front. So I've cut out a circle in Whisper White, and that is from these Stitch Shapes dies, and I used this big circle to cut that out. So I love these dies. They're excellent. And then I cut out Garden Green Scallop in this biggest scallop here from the Scallop Circles dies. And that is just big enough, it's just a little bit bigger, so that they're going to overlap like that. Okay? And then the other thing that I forgot to do is I need to stamp my leaves for the front. So hold tight while I grab a piece of white. Okay, so I got Whisper White here, and I'm going to stamp those really cool leaves in Garden Green, and then they're going to be cut out with my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Okay. Nope, I got one more thing to stamp, and I'm just going to do it as long as I've got the ink open. I'm going to stamp hello on this little scrap of white. Just like that. All right, now I'm going to put the ink away so I don't have any accidents. Chriselle's laughing at my splotches comment. Michelle says she loves the dots. I should probably call them dots and not splotches. Okay, so I'm going to use the Forever Fern dies, and I'm going to cut out these leaves real quick, and I will be right back. Okay, so I cut those out, and I also cut out, I cut out this out of vellum. So this die right here cuts out this beautiful vellum sprig. I don't know how well you can see that in the camera. Here, let's go like this. So that, and it's really pretty. So I'm going to put that behind my leaves because why not, right? So those are going to be layered together like that. I'm going to put this die away before I lose it. And then, wow, it's raining really hard here. I can hear it on the window. Anyway, okay, squirrel. I need to glue this down. It's been raining for like 3 days. Does anybody else feel like we need to build an ark? Yeah, we need the rain. I mean, my lawn was literally dead. It was so brown. But it doesn't do a whole lot for my mood. So, but just trying to tell myself that we need the rain. Okay, so in order to glue this down, I'm going to put a little bit of glue just on this one side because I just want it to stick there. Okay, so just probably like 1/4 of this circle is going to get glue. And I want to make sure that okay, and then I'm going to press it real tight. I think you guys have seen me rubbing, and it's kind of something I learned a while ago called burnishing. But if you burnish on the back, your glue is going to stick a lot better. And sometimes people use their bone folder, and that works too. But it kind of, it's, in a way, it kind of creates friction, and it's going to help that glue bond. So if you're using, especially the liquid glue, but even with the snails, sometimes it'll help just make that stick better. So that's what I'm doing, in case you were looking and going, what is that girl doing? So, okay, I'm going to use my snail on the back of this, just because I feel like it's going to stick to the vellum better. And I'm going to put those together. And then I'm going to use more snail on the back. I'm going to stick that down right about like that. Okay, and then I've got the Forever Greenery combo pack here. And I lost, there we go. Yeah, guys, it's been a long day. It's been a long week. It's a long drive, and doing it twice a day is a little crazy, but like I said, I'm working really hard. I'm hoping to finish up this project sooner than expected. And it was really funny because the owner of the company had his dog in the office today. Really cute dog. It's about the size of a small pony. And so he was just loving on me, you know, because he smelled rosy on my pants. And so he thought that was pretty cool. And then I come home and Rosie nearly knocks me down because I smell like another dog. It was pretty funny. So, yeah, but I kind of got to hang out with a puppy today, and that made work even better. So I am just twisted up the gold cord around my fingers, and then I adhered it to the back. And I need a couple of dimensionals, which I did not bring over by me, so I had to go get them. But I'm going to put a couple of those down. And I just realized I forgot to pick a winner from last week. So I'm going to do that now. Well, no, I'll have to do it afterward because I have to look at all the comments in the videos and all the comments on the videos and all the shares and all the likes and plop them into that website. So I think I'll have to do that tonight after I do my new employee paperwork. But I will be sure to post that on my page. And sometimes it doesn't let me tag winners, so I will message whoever is the winner just so they know, in case you missed the post. So that way that person knows that they won. My goodness, I'm sorry, you guys. Sometimes I feel so forgetful. Okay, Wanda says she needs to see how I did the gold ribbon behind the hello. Okay, let me run through that again. I would be happy to do that. I'm just kind of wiping off my stamps. I'll give them a good cleaning tomorrow because this red rubber doesn't stain too bad, but I don't want to have an accident and put something I shouldn't put into the green ink. So I'm just wiping those down. Okay, so let's say this is the hello. I'm just going to use a scrap. I put some glue down on it like that. And then I take my gold cord and I just wrapped it around my fingers a couple times, like 3 times usually is what I go for. And then I cut it. And then I want to make sure I'm on camera. Okay. And then I just take, I don't know, I call it a twirl. I twirled it around my fingers. And then I take the twirl and I'm just going to stick it down to the glue like that. And I guess I didn't use enough. So let's try that again. I'm going to put more glue on. So you want to make sure you have enough glue, first of all. So I'm going to twirl that cording around my fingers like that. And then I'm just going to take it off my fingers. And I'm going to stick it down like that. And sometimes I like my edges sticking out. Sometimes it doesn't look real well. And I'll just kind of hide them down like that so you can't see them. But sometimes I kind of like when they're sticking out. In this case, I left them sticking out, but I think I'm going to trim them a little bit. On the sample card that I did, you can just see just a little tiny bit of those edges coming out. So, does that make sense, Wanda? And then, let's see. Chriselle says it's been really hot by her. It's cold here. I'm not gonna lie. Janet is asking about a brayer. How about using a brayer for that? You mean for the glue? I'm not really sure. And then Michelle is asking, what do you keep your cleaning pad for the stamps in? This is just an empty clear stamp case. They sell these in a package. I don't know if it's 3 or 5. I can't remember. And this is our chamois. This is $8, and mine's pretty dirty, but it still works. And so I just keep my chamois. I get it wet. I keep it in my clear case, and then if you're going to do that long term, it's probably not a good idea because I've heard that they get moldy. But a lot of times, like during the week, if I don't stamp a whole lot, I'll just leave it open, and then it'll dry out, and you can just re-wet it. So this is what I keep my chamois in. It's just a clear stamp case, and it fits perfectly. I think they designed it that way. So, okay, Wanda says thank you. I'm glad I could answer your question. Janet says yes, the glue. You could definitely use a brayer. I actually don't have one. I know I had one years ago because I used to use it, and I don't know what happened to it. So I just put brayers on my shopping list because next time I place an order, because I need some. So yes, you could definitely use a brayer too. Yeah, sometimes without rubbing, especially on a card like this that has so much movement, you don't want the glue to come loose and move around. So yeah. Okay, we are almost done. We've just got some finishing touches. I'm going to make a bow out of this linen ribbon from that combo pack. And it's just going to be a little bow to go on my card. This ribbon is a little funny. I do a lot of adjusting with it, but it seems to come out pretty good when you're adjusting it. I don't want it too big of a bow, but I don't want a tiny one either. So that looks about right. So I'm gonna trim the end, and I'm gonna trim this end. And I'm gonna stick that down with a glue dot. That's something else I had to put on my shopping list because I'm almost out of glue dots. Been using them like crazy this summer. I think it's all that extra crafting time that I had, right? Anyone else sick of COVID? Yeah, I know a lot of people that have it and had it and now have it, I should say. And, you know, it's just one of those things that I've resigned that I'm probably going to get it at some point. But I am not looking forward to that because pretty much everybody that I know that I've talked to that had it says it was the most horrible thing they've ever had. And I am one of those people that when I'm sick, I get really sick and it takes me weeks to get over it. And I've never even had COVID, so I can't imagine how bad it might be. But, you know, you can only stay locked in your home so long, right? And eventually, you're just going to get it. You know, people are getting it at weddings and funerals, and I just really wish we could be over it. I'm tired of it. But yeah, all the extra crafting time was nice. So I'm looking for my gold gems, and I cannot find them anywhere. So I'm going to grab those quick. Hang on. I remember I took them out and I put them over here to use, and then I took them and used them on something else, and then I put them away. So at least I'm putting stuff away. But this is something else that I've used so much, they're almost gone. And I like to use my pokey tool to get these off, because that seems to work pretty well. Oh, I was going to trim the ends of those. Okay, I'm going to trim the ends of my ribbon. Or I should say my gold cording. And it frays all by itself, which I think is really pretty. Like, I don't even have to do anything to it. It just does that all on its own. So if you don't like it, too bad, because it's going to do it anyway. I've not been able to stop it. It's just something that the ribbon does. But I think it's pretty, especially on this card. So Janet says she loves this card. Yep, she can see it with other papers too. That was my plan. Hopefully I can have some time this weekend and make some other pretty things. I have a lot of paper. So I'm gonna put this other one down. Well, where should I put it? Maybe right there? Okay. Because I think I told you guys about my rule of 3. So so what do you think? I think our card is all done tonight. It's so pretty. I'm gonna show you guys, like I said, I didn't have a chance to make more cards, but I did have a couple here that I want to show you using the same paper. Just a couple here. This is one that I made. This kind of uses all of those products from this beautiful suite of products, the designer series paper. This is the other embossing folder that was in that combo pack that I showed you earlier in the video. And then that gold cording and the ribbon And then this is one of the gold hoops that comes with the whole suite, but you can buy everything separately. But I used one of those hoops and I did some leaves and cut those out. It's so pretty. I love this card. And then this other one, this is just using a strip of that paper and that embossing folder that I used tonight with the vines or leaves on it, and the gold cording and the gold gilded gems, and then the stamping and the die cut are from a different set. I can't think of the name of it offhand, but if you want to send me a message, I can tell you later where that, hold on, I think I have it right here. Let me look. Oh, yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but it's this die right here that I cut that out with. And it's so pretty. I've used it so much. So there's a lot of different things that fit in there. So just a couple of things that I did. I also, one of the other reasons I didn't have a lot of time is because I made my project for next week already too. And I think you guys are really going to like that because you know that my favorite thing is coffee. And so I got this brand new coffee stamp set that's in the back of the mini catalog that I didn't notice at first. Oh my God, how could I have not noticed, right? So, but I did notice it and I purchased it, and that's what I'm going to use for next week. So I can't wait to show you guys that. So, okay. Michelle says she used the rule of 3 this weekend. Yay! Love it. I know you and your sister were sending me cards that you were making, so I love that. That was really exciting. I'm glad you got time to make some cards. Karen says, looks beautiful. Hoping none of us get the COVID-19. Oh, no kidding. I pray none of us get it, and I pray really hard for my parents because I just feel like that would be awful. So, and prayers asked for Karen's daughter in Oregon, so I will be sure to pray for them tonight. I'm so sorry. I hope everything's okay. So, okay. I think that's all I have for you guys tonight. I'm going to go eat some dinner, and I've got a ton of paperwork to fill out tonight. So, I'm going to try to get to those orders, and I'm going to try to get to the winner from last week as well. And I'm so sorry for dropping the ball on that. But I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching out for me. If I'm late next week, it's probably because I just got home at 6. So, you know, I'm at the mercy of traffic. And anyway, okay, you guys have a great night, and I will see you next week. Bye.